Buenos dias. Welcome back to Eternal Primavera Farm. Thought I'd run through today's jobs. The job list is getting extremely long, and I think that is one challenge in itself is trying to prioritise what works come first. Got the mechanic you may have saw in episode 2 mixing up his jobs a little bit, and he's doing a bit of mulching and basically the same treatment that we were doing to the lemon myrtles and the honey locusts the other day. Just a little trim up around the base, de-weeding around the base of the trees up close, and then a few minerals, a bit of rock dust, and then we'll get a nice heavy load of mulch. So I'm going to chuck some mulch over there. The girls have been taking off all the tree guards off the established native plantings that have taken place. So they're over at the garden shed doing that. Theo, I think, is just about to go over sleep because he's getting a bit tired. We've been at it since about 5 o'clock, so exciting times. And then we're going to get into the chicken tractor. So we've got our birds back in Busselton that have been with us for the last couple of years. So I'm hoping to get them out here, but obviously foxes are a problem. We've already seen 3 or 4 in the last couple of days just roaming close to the boundary. So making sure our birds are secure is essential because we'll lose the whole lot in a night otherwise. So I haven't brought them down yet, but we're going to build them some lodgings today, going with the chicken tractor design, so mobile, nice open floor with a bit of mesh so they can poo straight onto where they're going. And then we'll be getting some electric fencing mesh so we can set them up in different parts of the paddocks. So first things first, start the big girl up. Maybe just run through our pre-start. So I found out the hard way last night that you have to make sure you turn this diesel tap on, the fuel tap. I got a bit excited last night and ran it dry, but in doing so I learned a great lesson in how to bleed a tractor, so that's good. So we found out the problem with the fuel anyway, so it's just a couple of seals. So Dad's going to order them and hopefully by the end of next week stop dropping diesel whenever we park up. But for now, you know, she's an old girl, she's helping us get some work done, so that's all good. Right on. So chicken tractor. Got him started anyway. So just going to run through a few things for the chicken tractor that is under construction at the moment. We've obviously got our roofing material here, or maybe we'll rip some and put it on the walls as well. Scavenged, of course. Our timbers that were painted yesterday, give them a bit more weatherproofing, 65 by 65. They'll be our uprights and for our main roof frame. Got our mesh flooring, so obviously a chicken poo goes straight through the bottom here. Able just to get in there, give it a hose or hit it with a wire brush. It should be sweet. So anywhere we move the tractor, because we're going to try and move it once a day, where chickens do, I think it's something like 50% of their pooing at night. So while they're sleeping, so the majority of that's going to go straight back onto pasture or wherever we have it. And then this is the old beast that we're going to transform. So we're going to cut through, take this floor off. There's obviously just a few welds on the bottom here. It's just an old tractor that, old trailer that we've got our hands on. You know, all this stuff is, we haven't had to go to the shop yet, so fingers crossed we'll be able to build it all out of everything we've got on farm, and she'll last for eternity. So we've had to resort to using more of a grinding disc than cutting disc, as we're out of cutting disc. And we're not crazy far away from the shops, but you know, Augusta is probably our closest, most convenient option, and it's not open, so we'll just push through. Righto, we tried, we conquered. Well, we didn't quite conquer, but well, you know, we didn't have the tools for the job. Failure to prepare is prepare to fail, I think, so in this case. But instead of wasting the whole day stewing on it, what are we going to go do now, T? Plus I'm also on daddy duties now. Grace has got to go out for a bit, so. What are we going to do? Go to the market garden, try grow some food, and we'll get at this tomorrow. There you have it, folks. The floor is finally removed. They just don't build them like they used to, that's for sure. So now we'll get this out of the floor in, just cut to size, then we'll start framing up the walls. She's starting to come along now. So we've got figured out how we're going to do this back ramp. Obviously it's going to fold down from the bottom and act as their runway, so we can lock them up at night, keep them safe from predators, and then drop it down once we moved it and got them in the place where we want them to run for the day. We've got our nesting boxes on here, so level 1, level 2, fill that with hay, fill the bottom with hay. They even got these nice little guards. Pretty nice little feature, that I like it. And then, just the cherry on top, we were looking out in the back at the resource pile, and we found this old girl, canopy off a ute. And that's going to be our top part, our top flap for the nesting box. And big advantage because snakes like to make a nest or make their way into nesting boxes, especially when you're in climax forest situations. So what this enables us to do is see through into the bottom, make sure there's no snakes in there, and same for the top. So this is what I was talking about with being able to see into the nesting boxes. Go have a look in there, see if there's any snakes. Bang, we're on the hydraulics. We're not messing, nothing hitting their heads. Get in here, get the eggs, get out, close her up, lock her. You're laughing. So we'll check this out. Bang. Drop them down, let the birds out. They'll just be so excited to get out. Nice little spot for them to sleep. Nice and comfortable, high up so the fox can't get through and pull them through the mesh. Almost there. There's our roost. Actually an upcycled shoe rack that we've just nipped in half to make maximum use of this space. So we're looking at about 30 birds in here. It's about the optimum flock size, both for protection measures and just for social interaction with the birds. So if this becomes too much, we can always put a few more roosts in, but really looking forward to seeing how this goes. Just chucking the final touches on her, but I tell you, I'm pretty bloody stoked with that. Couldn't really have gone much better. Got the best boys in the job. Let's have a little squeeze inside, eh? There she is, got the safety measure up here, just because she is quite high level, so can't be too safe. But I'm pretty happy with that. We go up here. You beauty.
That one got nuts.
Alright. Good. Good boy. Yeah. Here's your cracker. Do you want to come over here?
Come on, Gaia. Come on, Gaia.
There you have it. Thanks for joining us for another week on Eternal Primavera Farm. Please, if you haven't already, share, subscribe, join up to the channel. Hopefully one time very soon we'll be able to offer you some fresh produce and some eggs, some meat birds, and they're just going to do wonders for this soil. So thanks a lot.